You're looking at a chart, you see a setup, you're about to make a decision, and you want to know what is ArcAlpha exactly. Most people, the first time they see a trading app, assume it's an alerts tool, something that watches the market and tells you when to look. ArcAlpha can do that, but that is the smallest description of what the platform is. So in the next 4 minutes, let's get clear on what the platform actually is and what it isn't. ArcAlpha is a quantitative trading intelligence platform, a research environment built for active traders, 3 lenses of analysis, an education layer, and earnings intelligence wrapped around them. It is not a scanner, it is not a screener, it is not a stock-picking bot. And it is not an advisor, not a broker, and not a robo-portfolio. The platform produces analysis. You produce the decision. The closest analog is the kind of data and intelligence surface an institutional trading desk works from, adapted for active retail traders who want to do their own research with the same caliber of inputs. The platform reads the market through 3 lenses. 3 independent views, each one telling you something the others can't, and each one built from a different kind of evidence. The first lens is technical intelligence. Price action, levels, momentum, trend, and sector context, read across multiple timeframes, scored and explained. The platform tells you what the chart is doing, not just what it shows. And it tells you the same thing on a 5-minute chart as on a weekly. The lens scales with the time frame you are working in. The second lens is institutional options flow. The platform watches where the size is going, where it is repeating, and which strike zones are active. Large directional positioning leaves a footprint long before it moves a price. Reading that footprint is the difference between watching the market and reading it. The third lens is the leveraged ETF market. Bets placed on bullish and bearish leveraged products tell you where conviction is building, often before it shows up in the underlying spot price. It is one of the few places on the tape where you can see institutional confidence expressed directly, in size, in real time. When all 3 lenses point the same direction, that is a different kind of read than any one lens alone. 3 independent views agreeing is not noise. The alignment across lenses is what you came for, and the platform calls it out when it happens. Around the lenses are 2 more layers. These are what turn the platform from a data feed into a research environment, and they are why the typical user keeps the platform open between trades, not only when one is on. The education layer. Every concept on the platform is teachable. Built-in lessons walk through what each read means, what each badge implies, and why the chart looks the way it does. The longer you use it, the more the skill compounds, and the platform stops being a thing you consult and starts being a way you think about the market. Earnings intelligence. A live calendar, summarized transcripts, fundamental health, and analyst positioning, sitting alongside the lenses, the same caliber of data the buy side reads. The loudest catalyst on the tape stops being a blind spot, and you start the week knowing which reports will shape the next 5 sessions. Here is how this comes together in practice. ArcAlpha is a research environment you bring your own thesis to. Every read on the platform is sitting there waiting. You decide where to look, and the platform shows you what every lens says about that name, that sector, that time frame. Walk in with a ticker in mind, and the platform shows you every lens through which it currently reads. Walk in without one, and the platform surfaces names whose lenses currently align. The path works in both directions, top-down from a market view or bottom-up from a single name. Alerts are one of several ways the platform surfaces what it is seeing. Alongside the dashboards, the market briefs 3 times a day the earnings calendar and the research views. Alerts are a notification. They tell you the platform noticed something worth a look. The platform itself is wider than the alerts you receive, and the most rewarding use of it is the work you do between alerts, the research, the comparison across lenses, the building of your own view. And every read the platform produces is a chart statement, not an action statement. A bullish setup is a description of what the chart looks like. It is not a description of what to do about it. The chart read belongs to the platform. The decision belongs to you. One thing that holds all of this together, every user sees the same analysis for a given stock. Identical scores, identical badges, identical context. The platform does not tune its analysis to who is reading it. It does not know your account size, your experience, or your risk tolerance. That is a design choice. Impersonal analysis is what keeps the platform in its role as an educational tool and keeps you in yours as the decision maker. The vocabulary on the platform is deliberate. You will see phrases like bullish setup, bearish pattern. The data indicates, historical analysis shows. Every phrase describes what the platform sees. None of them tell you what to do. When you read a bullish setup, translate it correctly. The pattern is here. The action choice is yours. So that's the frame. ArcAlpha is an educational alerts and intelligence platform. The platform analyzes, you decide. In the next video, we'll step back and look at something fundamental, the way prices actually move. Not the details of any one stock, but the rhythm every chart shares. This is algorithmic analysis for educational purposes, not a recommendation to buy or sell any security.